Hey everybody, I'm here with my husband today and he is making me a couple of raised beds. He doesn't like being on camera, but I'm making him do it today. Okay,
So,
so tell us, Russ, what we're building and what size.
so it's 5 foot 6 inches long by 42 inches wide, and basically when we built the cattle panel, we had metal left over and a lot of timber, I mean lumber.
Okay, so here's the first one Russell built, and you can see it's pretty, it's tall. It's gonna be handy dandy. It is up to, it's over my waist, so it's gonna be a good tall bed. We're gonna fill it with some stuff. I guess is it Hugelkultur is how they pronounce it, where you fill it with cardboard at the very bottom and then put some debris, I guess lumber, not lumber, but like a dead tree or something down in the bottom of it, limbs, sticks, that kind of thing, leaves. And then really only about the first, I guess maybe up to 18 inches actually has like soil in it. We can put compost in it and that kind of stuff too. And then the top 18 inches probably should have compost and gardening soil, I guess. As Russell was saying, this is predominantly leftover wood from the cattle panel greenhouse, and which was donated to us by my brother from his barn that was hit by a tree. The tin that you see on the sides was part of the roof from his barn as well. So this is kind of a freebie project from leftover materials. We did build my brother a, what was it, 12 by 3? Yeah. And it's huge. He could probably raise enough food for a family of 5 with his. And I'm not sure how he's gonna fill it, but it's huge. It's 12 by 3 and it's just as tall as this one. So a lot to fill that one. I love looking at my husband do construction work because he makes it look so easy and so exciting, but it's never nearly as much fun as he makes it look. Like yesterday I was out here trying to help him hold a board, and the board kicked back and hit me on the top of the foot. So today I have this big huge bruise on the top of my foot. So it's never as easy as he makes it look. And I just want to tell you that all those people on HGTV, it's never as easy as they make it look either. Like, you can't build a house or remodel a house in 30 minutes. Russell is building the frame here, and as you can see, it's a little bit different than this one because we are using the wood we have on hand and not having to buy any wood, so that's why this one looks a little different. The first one had 6 by 6 posts in the corner, and this one's got two by 4s butted together. Okay, so we've got our raised garden beds out here in the side of the house, and what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this cardboard. You know how we like using cardboard and recycling around here, so we're going to make sure that we have the plastic off. I'm not really worried about a piece of tape or 2 here and there because it's going to be down underneath a bunch of other debris. It's not really going to matter, but we're making sure we're getting all the like packing peanuts and packing envelopes and stuff that have plastic in them off of there, and then we're just going to fill the bottoms of the tubs or the beds. We're just opening the boxes up and just kind of putting them in there kind of flat. No really rhyme or reason. I'll show you this one over here that we've kind of gotten done, or at least with the cardboard in it. You can see it's pretty deep. We're actually going to be putting some cut up tree portions of a cut up tree on top of it. So it's probably sitting up 12 inches now, but it won't be once we put that heavy wood on it. This is just going to be kind of a weed barrier to keep the weeds from growing up into the soil. This is the rotted tree that we had die on us, and we cut it down the other day. It's probably in 3-foot sections, and that's what we're going to be putting on top of the cardboard. Russ is wrapping up the cardboard now, so you can see the second bed is the same way. A lot of the boxes we didn't even crush down because, like I said, we know the wood's gonna crush it when we toss it on top of it. This really is a layering process. So you see we had started with a larger, well, first layer was cardboard, then the larger tree portions, and now we're down to smaller limbs and sticks. And then after that, if you've got leaves or any kind of grass clippings or anything like that, you can put that on top of it before you start putting in your compost. We have both of them over halfway full now with the wood and the sticks. You can see the sticks on top. Still probably have about, I don't know, half of it that we can put compost and soil in. We're probably going to get some leaves too and just put on top of this wood. We were going to make these self-wicking beds, but we just got lazy and didn't do it. I'm not even going to make an excuse. But we are going to use one of those extra cattle panels that we purchased to go in between. Right now they're sitting on the ground, but we are going to raise those up in between the two to let some loofah gourd sponges and maybe some cucumbers grow on. So we'll probably put that on once we get all the soil and everything in the beds. We went ahead and put a good layer of leaves on top of the sticks. So now we've got the cardboard, the big tree trunks, I guess. Then we have some smaller limbs and sticks that we've gone on top. And that's where we're going to stop today with the leaves. But you can see this one was full and Russell has wet the leaves down. Obviously it compacted once it was wet, and we expected it to do that. You can see that one is full, and when we wet it, it's probably going to be down similar to this height. And what we'll do, we'll maybe put some more leaves on it. Maybe tomorrow. We're going to let it settle tonight because we're supposed to get some rain over the evening. So we got back from my brother's farm where we got the compost manure, which we hope has aged well enough. And then we got a scoop of our pine bark mulch and soil conditioner mixture. And what we're doing now is we're going into the beds over top the leaves. You can still see the leaves there. And we're putting the mulch and conditioner layer in first. And then we're going to come back in with a compost layer. And then this afternoon, we're going to get some bags of gardening soil, or gardening soil to go on top. And then we'll mulch again once we get everything planted. But we're supposed to have a couple of nights of cooler weather, so we're not going to put anything in it as far as plants today. We're going to let these 2 nights of cooler weather pass first. Okay, apologize, but the neighbor's mowing right now, so hopefully you can still hear me, and the wind's blowing too. But we did go and get some gardening soil to go on top. We put 4 bags in each bed, and these beds again are 5 foot by 3 foot. And we are now going to put the cattle panel in between, tack it up. Russell's already started on this one, and you see we've gone up, left 2 down, and we're just taking the fencing staples and tacking it to the side of the cattle panel. And this is what our cucumbers and our loofah sponges are going to be growing on. really needed the longer fencing staples, but we're using what we got until we can pick up the longer ones. So hopefully these will hold it. But step back here. Russell is 6'3". So these are probably, this one panel is probably at least 8 foot tall. And like I said, we're probably going to be growing some cucumbers and definitely some loofah gourds on these to cover those up. And not going to be planting today because we just watered in the compost earlier today. We want it to settle, and also because, like I said earlier, we are going to have a couple of nights of cooler weather. There's even a chance of a light frost tonight, so we felt like that would really stink if we planted stuff today after babying it for weeks and take it out of the greenhouse and it die. So we're going to give it another couple of days, and then we will get these planted up finally. It is getting toward the end of April. It's been really a crazy spring, the weather, but we're almost there, folks. Thanks, and I hope you all have a blessed weekend.